G'day, as one is greeted in Australia. Welcome to the 5th module in this course, Master Your Mind. By now, many of you will feel you are discovering your true self for the first time. Indeed, that you are becoming more whole, more intellectually powerful, and more capable of joy than ever before. Some of you may sense you've a role to play as an agent of societal transformation. If so, great. Because not only is this the opportunity to lead man's evolution, but to thrive while doing so. The secret lies in learning how our higher faculties play a pivotal role in the dynamic power of full consciousness. Let's examine these 9 faculties and their connectivity. Do not be confused by the complexity of this diagram. As explained in the last module, our faculties all fit together in sequence. Memory is a subconscious process, not a physical attribute. It is the automatic process of storing and recalling information. It also fuels our intuition, our instinct, our conscience, and emotions. Within our memory lie multitudes of values that prompted our choices in the past. We know nothing of these values because we are taught that subconscious mind is out of reach. But now you know differently. I've shown how you can overwrite those default values in your memory, even though you can never change its process. You can master your life, and it won't cost 1 cent. Let's begin this study of our higher faculties by considering instinct. Because pausing to think is far too dangerous in the face of impending disaster, reflex actions are instantaneous. Although life-preserving actions occur with blistering speed, like pulling your hand from a flame, they are always based on what we have learned and memorized in the past. That means our free will is always honoured, even for emergencies. Observably, instinct is the closest that our responses come to the perception-driven responses of animals. Now let's consider imagination, which dictionaries define as the ability to form new ideas or images of external objects not present to the senses. Also, imagination imparts clarity to thoughts or ideas, enabling their clear expression to oneself or to others. But far more importantly, imagination assists us to achieve a particular goal by picturing its completion. Nikola Tesla reportedly imagined all of his inventions before he created them. The idea is to visualize one's goal and to see it in the mind's eye as vividly as if it already existed. Visualization is the real purpose of imagination, I submit. Reason being, it allows access to the image vocabulary of the subconscious mind. Imagination allows us to transfer our values from the word vocabulary of our cognitive mind to the image vocabulary of the subconscious mind. Imagination is a translation medium. It transforms our mind from a history of the past to a map of the future. It allows you the greatest vision for your life and to work for its fulfillment. Imagination enlivens your brain chemistry. When people feel whole and spiritually in tune with themselves, and know for certain that their 2 minds are in synchronous harmony, that's when disease departs. Never underestimate the awesome power of imagination in life value terms. Now let's look at intuition, since it overlaps our imagination. Subconscious mind has access to a vast array of resources, including exactly what we are doing and why. Its mission is to uphold your life, so it consistently searches among these resources to assist. Whatever matches with any present moment will be integrated and brought to our conscious awareness, where it appears as a magical realization of a new idea. Intuition is not magic, therefore. Just as feelings are our mentor, so intuition is Creator's gift of an automatic search tool that works behind the scenes to enhance our mental abilities. But caution is needed. If the intuited information matches our values, then it is prized information just as Creator intentioned. But think what tragedies could happen if intuitive data is formed from values we know nothing of. Do you see the connection? Intuition is the same value matching tool that powers feelings, part of our mentoring gift from Creator. Thus blessed, it's goodbye to the senseless belief that intuition is a mystery or magic. Let's now explore our human conscience. It is firmly related to feelings, since it reports on our values likewise. You will recall that feelings are formed from 4 different sources. However, because we experience pangs of conscience before we act, 3 of these sources do not exist. Conscience therefore relies wholly on the value inherent in our proposal for action, whether purposefully uploaded or assimilated by default. That shows we are gifted with another value checkpoint, this time before we act. Please note that pangs of conscience may occur in tandem with emotions. For example, we can be emotionally satisfied that an action has succeeded, yet feel guilty for having done it. Now let's turn our attention to free will. Will, as you know, is an abbreviation of the word willful. It is first the conscious, calm, resolved determination to maintain a mental attitude of intention and commitment despite all temptations to the contrary. Second, will is our express intention to logically inquire, research, discover and evaluate difficulties and benefits. By validating all ideas and beliefs, we can reject what does not serve our life. Third, enormous problems arise from not taking supreme charge of our life by mastering our values. We've no idea where erroneous values originate, so we've no means of correcting them. The good news is that by implanting 12 or 15 prime spiritual values, multitudes of erroneous values are sent packing. We've no need to find or fix them once our chosen values are put on autopilot. In summary, conscience mentors our values prior an event or action. Feelings mentor our values subsequent an event or action. We are truly blessed in countless ways, yet none of this is taught. Creator's gifts are complete and they are thorough. They have sequence and they have orderliness. That means natural law is fully encrypted within our biological and mental nature. Free will is in charge, while the remaining 95% is a fully automated process. All we need to do for success is to give subconscious mind a short list of fundamental life-sustaining values to work with. When our 9 faculties are listed, not only are we blessed with everything we need for a spiritual life of boundless happiness, the foundations of an ethical and moral society are ours and cannot be erased. Ayn Rand summed it up so beautifully. Happiness is the state of consciousness that proceeds from the achievement of one's values. Observably, the full conscious process shows strong similarities and relationships with our bodily endocrine system. That further confirms an orderly process. The encrypted natural laws that govern our conscious functioning become abundantly clear. Full consciousness is now a truthful matter for philosophy and psychology. Theories and whimsical notions are consigned to history, and good riddance. This module has presented a new understanding of our 6 higher faculties and noted 3 more that have existed all along. It becomes very clear that we are all solicited by our nature to uphold and protect our lives exactly as our subconscious mind works. But here's a thought. Isn't it self-evident that conscience happens before we act and feelings occur after? Yes, pretty much. But there is a hidden truth to this relationship, one of great importance. Here is a slide I borrowed from my course in natural law. It shows how ethics concerns our thoughts and that morality concerns our actions. And that, of course, is the crossover point from the thoughts of our cognitive mind to actions performed by the subconscious mind. Let me show it differently. The cognitive process leads to commencing an action or behaviour of some kind. At that point, where our choice becomes activated, so the ethics of our cognitive mind manifest in reality, and that has an effect on others. Accordingly, our two minds correlate with ethics and morality. Equally, they correlate our actions as individuals with acting in society. I discuss all of those parallels and much more in my next course on natural law. Meanwhile, just as we are all endowed with the means, ethics, and morality of social change, so we are abundantly blessed with the means to triumph and thrive as Creator intended. If you can agree that social morality entirely depends on exercising your higher faculties, according to your free choice, then consider yourself one of the founding fathers of free societies now in the making. The last module in this course brings it all together. It shows how you can absolutely thrive as an individual. I look forward to your company there. Thank you so much for your participation here.